Shannon. Can I ask you a question with WXRK Radio?
Sure.
How come you didn't do the Howard Stern show today?
How come I didn't do Howard Stern? Howard Stern didn't ask me.
I thought you were booked on the show, but then you got canceled.
No, not to my knowledge.
Are you a fan?
Am I a fan of Howard's? Howard and I have a history. He knows what it's all about.
Damn right I do. I was playing footsie under the table.
No, I was never mad at Howard. Are you joking?
Why don't you come on tomorrow?
Because I'm going back out of town tomorrow. I go back to L.A. tomorrow.
What do you think, O.J. Innocent or guilty?
I don't think I'm allowed to comment on stuff like that. I'm not in the jury, so it doesn't matter.
How come she's not allowed to comment?
I don't know. Maybe she's in office or on the jury. I'm not sure.
Her answer
She's a celebrity.
She does answer the next question, which finally somebody answers it the way you'd like.
Or what I think.
Would you let your kids be babysitted by Michael Jackson?
No. That's a clear-cut answer. No.
All right.
So it isn't that you're mad at Howard or anything?
Absolutely not. I love Howard.
Oh, really?
I love Howard.
Oh.
I think Howard's the best.
Was the kid call in this week or something? Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. How can I get
I'll give you the home number, man.
No.
No, but they should... You guys would know who to call, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I think we did, and that's how this didn't happen.
No, that's impossible. Because I would think that they would have to tell me about it, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
sure.
Did anybody ask you about it?
No.
And that's the problem.
And that is the problem.
How many times did you call her publicist?
Well, this time only once, but I mean, I've called...
What is the name of her publicist?
Oh, gosh.
What is the name? Let me broadcast that name. I want to broadcast that name.
We should call them later in the day, get them on the phone, and play them.
Yeah, this tape.
Shannon saying she would love to do the show, but we haven't asked.
Publicist. They're protecting her. She's got to get word out on a special. Who else is going to watch that thing? Unless I carry on about it. You'll watch. I'll do nothing in the ratings.
Publicist.
I didn't hear it.
Probably.
All right, Shannon. Thanks a lot, all right? I'll see you. Big fan.
Thanks.
You're a big fan? I didn't know that.
No, he lies.
I don't watch Beverly Hills 90210.
No, but I was.
I do.
I saw her, and I saw that porn movie. I was.
What's the name?
I don't have the name handy because, I looked at my card, but she's been through a few.
Call my girlfriend. She knows it, man.
Oh, shut up, John. Stupid.
I get the name for you.
All right.
We'll come back with that.
Yeah. Publicist is a Latin word that means incredibly full of S. S, the S word that I can't say. Incredibly full of BS. Yeah, that's a good-looking honey. Let me tell you. That one I could give a good ride to. Let me just give her some of my
Who could you give a
love.
bad ride to?
Ugly chick.
You'd be surprised. I've given a lot of bad rides. There's been a couple of bumpy roads.
You never look at a beautiful woman. I don't think I'd give her a good ride.
No. Her I could really get into, like take my time and really do some
Which
things
is a little thing, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You were Mr. Zamuda.
I'll be quiet.
It's a rimba.
Well, get out of here, John. You're the worst on the air I've ever seen. Hey, you're a retard. I'm going to talk to you off the air.
Now what I do?
And Vic is now going to go out on 5 interviews because of how you screw up.
What did he do?
He gets a crew cut, right?
Uh-huh.
We've told the guy 20 times, if you go and get a crew cut, make sure Ganji goes with you to videotape it so we can use it on the E show.
And he didn't do that?
So he doesn't do it. And how many times did everyone tell you to take a camera with you when you get your haircut?
I would rather just came here and surprised you.
What?
I would rather just came here and surprised you.
Who asked you to do that?
It still would have been a surprise to Howard.
How would I have seen it?
But you know what, Howard?
Why was it in the paper on Sunday? Why was it in the paper?
Howard, I really wasn't sure that I was going to do it.
Why was it in the paper on Saturday?
Because I said I was thinking about doing it. I wasn't really sure I was going to do it.
No, it said in Linda Stassi's column you were going to cut your hair.
Yeah.
So why would Linda Stassi? Why would you tell her and not tell me? Did you speak to her?
No, but okay.
How did she find out about it?
I spoke to AJ Benza.
Oh, AJ Benza.
You might as well speak to Linda then.
Why would you call him to tell him?
No, I spoke to him about Tony Tina's wedding, and then he said, and then we started rapping, and I said, I think I'm going to shave my head. Okay?
Are you thinking I'm going to shave my head?
I've been talking about shaving my head for 3 months now.
So then it's in the paper, and then what? Do I have a TV show?
And I'm doing it.
Did the producer of the TV show... You don't understand the difference between seeing you with a crew cut and watching you get a cut?
Howard, can I just say one thing?
I don't care.
No. See,
John, you're useless.
All right, Howard, let me just say, I wasn't sure I was going to do it. I thought I was going to get cold feet and then wuss out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring a whole camera crew and go...
Let me ask you something.
If they would have came, I would have been pressured into doing it. I would have had to do it.
No, you wouldn't. Ganji doesn't pressure you at all.
If I would have called him from Long Island, told him to come all the way in, and then I go, you know what, I ain't going to do it.
So, then fine.
You were still going to get some kind of a haircut. It would have been nice to see you having that anxiety.
It was a traumatic experience.
You're useless. Good job again.
Howard, half of the reason why I cut my hair.
Robin from the E channel, not Robin here, but Robin from the E channel, and Scott too. How many times did they say to you, if you go to get your hair cut, do it on camera?
Howard, to me, it's like, would you have? I mean, I really wasn't sure I was going to do it. And let me just say one thing. Half the reason why I cut this is for my interviews. I swear to God.
It's for what?
It's for my interviews. So now I can wear different wigs and stuff. I promise you. That's half the reason. I did it.
Then why wouldn't you get it?
I did it for the show.
So why wouldn't you get it on camera?
Because I just, so you can see someone cut my hair?
Yeah, it's interesting. If someone tells you take a camera, or bring a friend with you with a video camera, if you're feeling pressured. Why don't you just say it? Why don't you just say, I don't give a F about Howard Show?
Howard.
All right, thank you. You're done. You're done. You're done. Get out. Out.
Who else would do this like this?
Don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing a good job.
I did do a good job. I did. Now, you know what? Now, no
Thank you. Thank you.
Be able to do interviews without any problem.
Stupid. Dummy. All right, I didn't mean to take up time with that. There's enough to get to today. We have tons of things to get to. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Tony and Tina's wedding. How he got a part in Tony and Tina's wedding, I don't know. I think that's because he can announce it on the radio.
Yeah.
That play must be in big trouble. That play must be... They must sell 2 tickets a night if they're getting him. The world's worst stutterer to be in a play. Imagine people going to sit there, pay money.
Aren't you going to go see it, though?
I guess so.
You can get through it.
But it makes a mockery of the play and all the actors
who
work
take
hard.
Years and years to study, yes.
The writers must be thrilled.
Yeah. They got a play here in New York. It's called Tony and Tina's Wedding. Now, I haven't seen it, but from what I understand, it recreates an Italian wedding. So much so that the audience
is a part of the wedding party.
Yeah. In other words, you sit there in the audience and you... Oh, look who's back. Hey, what is it?
First of all, the play's been sold out for months.
Yeah, sure.
It is. It's
That's
sold
why
out.
they need you.
No, it is sold out. I promise you, even before they had me.
Hey, let me tell you something. They must be pretty hard up if they got you.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Because you
There's
stutter.
no other actors available?
So what? I stutter. What's the matter with that?
Let me hear you act. Go ahead. Do a scene.
No. You do.
Let me hear you scene.
You do a scene.
I don't have it. I'm not in it.
No, I'll give you this. You just got to toast somebody.
I should do a scene in Tony and Tina's wedding?
Because you think it's easy to sit here in front of you and Miss Critic over there and
I don't even care. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, because you're not being rational.
I'm being irrational?
No, I'm supposed to. I don't think there'd be an actor in the world that would sit here and do a scene.
Sure they would.
And do it good?
Of course.
All right.
A monologue. What do you think a Shakespearean monologue is?
Let me just see you do one.
I don't have a play.
Just do one from your movie.
I don't have a movie. What are you talking about? I don't even have a line yet. I don't have a script yet. How dare you?
Every
Every day I act.
Rehearsing this already.
Every day I read commercials. I do all kinds of things.
It took me years to even play my guitar here in this.
Oh, who cares about you? All I ask you to do is cut your hair in front of the camera.
You won't act.
Dante's Inferno in here.
He cut his hair for the play. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He says it was for the show.
Of course. No.
Yeah,
the play wanted me to keep it long.
All right.
The play asked me to keep it long. I'm supposed to be a drug addict. The play wanted me to keep it long. It was even a problem when I asked them if I should cut my hair. They're like, no, please don't.
All right. Thank you.
So
who cares? Get out of here. Who
cares
did
they fire you?
About your stupid show?
How does this happen?
What happened?
What do I do to you that annoys you?
You don't do anything to me.
But
that's the problem.
But
I asked you for 2 weeks.
Why is there hostility?
I had 12 people come up to you and say, if you're going to cut your hair, let's get it on camera. I don't know. There might have been something there. That's all. Think. That's what I ask you to do.
Why, after all those solicitations, would he just go off and do it without...
Because
he is cuckoo.
I see.
Hey, maybe I am cuckoo.
Okay, man.
It was, if you were cutting your hair, wouldn't you be a little... I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm not going to do it.
I bet you'd have a camera there.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see a camera with your freaking weaves being put on. And
Nobody cared.
Yeah,
but
who cared?
He had a camera there.
I asked you to have a camera. I didn't ask her to have a camera. I asked you.
But why is it different?
Why are you throwing it to Robin?
Because why is there a double?
Because I asked you. I was curious. I'm trying to build something out of you. You know all you do is stutter?
No, I don't.
That's all you are. So I'm trying to build something out of you. It would have been interesting to watch you get all that hair cut off. Oh, please. I want to go on with my show. Get out of the room.
No, but you started talking.
Get out of here. Get out of here. They must be desperate.
No, they're not desperate.
Haircut makes you look like a mental patient.
Well, it makes him look like what he is.
Exactly. Now you look like what you are, mental patient. Guy cut off all his hair, and he doesn't bring a camera. We tell him 20 times.
He got a mental patient haircut. I mean, it looks like somebody in a facility cut it because of all the... It would
have been funny to watch. I could have made something out of that.
Now you go to get your haircut, and you pointed a picture on the wall of the haircut you want. Imagine you saw a picture of this and said, yeah, that's for me.
That's my haircut.
That's what I wanted.
All right, good. Goodbye. I'm done with you.
Yeah, done with
Get out. Get out. Out. Out of my studio, my sacred studio.
Look at him. He doesn't do anything you say.
No,
you see
he's stupid. Well, that's okay.
Vic,
if you don't get out, Vic is the new guy. Right. Get out. Tina. Tina the Tard. Tina. They got a play here in New York. Tony and Tina's wedding.
Tardo and Tina.
Yeah, and it's a recreate. I'll tell you why I wouldn't go see it. When I go to a play, I don't want to be... It's just like I went to see Penn and Teller. He starts talking to me in the middle of the play. Starts asking people questions during the middle of the play. I told him, don't you call on me. I'm not going up there. I don't want to participate. I want to be entertained.
You're going out for a night of entertainment.
Yeah, I will not go to any play where I have to participate. The audience becomes part of the play at this Tony and Tina's wedding. I don't want to do that. That's laziness on the part of the playwright. That he has to rely on me for lines. I wouldn't go see that with an imbecile like that in there. All right, let's take a break. What? All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back, and then I'm
sitting here thinking about the nervous breakdown he's having out in the hall.
He's out of his mind.
No, I asked the guy 100 times, if you're going to get a haircut, he says, okay. 100 times. How many times can you ask a guy?
Well, that surprises me. That really shocks me that he did that even after being asked.
Hey, you know who's stupider than Stuttering John?
Who?
Jay Leno. This guy is...
Did he call you again?
Oh, I didn't even tell you anything.
Oh, no.
What?
No, now you got to hear this.
Oh, boy.
All right, let me take a break and I'll tell you.
Yeah, because that's going to take a
That's going to take some time.
Daily installment.
Oh, please. Let me tell you the latest, what's going on with him. There's something. I'm telling you that he should be committed to a mental institution.
You really think he needs medication?
I think he's a sick man.
You should get John's cut.
Maybe you should be calling someone for protection.
Yeah, I'm going to call the police. I'm being stalked. I'm telling you that Jay Leno is a psycho.
Can you get a restraining order?
There's something wrong with this guy. He should be ashamed of himself. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. Come on, Fred. What are you sleeping? He's sleeping during the show.
Now return to the Howard Stern Show.
Wait a second. Stop for a second. What happened right there? I take a break, and then what do you do?
He takes a break, too.
Something else was going to happen.
What, Fred?
What could have possibly happened?
I saw something fly over the wall there.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And thank you, Jackie. Congratulations on your Wild Comedy CD and cassette. $10 plus free shipping and handling. Holiday special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. This Saturday night, it's Jackie, November 12th, for a big show at the world-famous Club Benet in Sayreville, New Jersey. For dirty jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE. Remember, 516-922-WINE is not a pay service. Thank you. All right.
Just delivery alone is fun.
I'll tell you the Jay Leno story. Then we also have to talk about what's going to go on in Philadelphia with the zookeeper. Zookeeper trying to return to radio, coming to us to ask for permission. There's a whole big thing, whether we should go to Philly on Friday, whether we should have the zookeeper here. I've got to discuss everything with you.
Okay.
William Shatner.
I don't know how it came up that we weren't going to Philly. I thought we had made a decision, but we'll find out.
Well, let's find out. We have made a decision, but we could always change it. William Shatner is...
What time's he coming in?
He's coming in at 8 o'clock.
That'll be interesting to meet him live and in person, don't you think?
Yeah, he wrote a book, but I think he got really pissed off when Sulu was on our show and badmouthed him.
Yes, is that right?
So that's why he's coming here, to defend himself.
I wanted
like
to
a
ask
man.
you a question.
Yeah.
What wig do you think he'll wear today?
Oh, for goodness sake. How dare you, Rob?
Will he wear his T.J. Hooker?
No, he's going to wear a squirrel on his head. Listen.
Or will it be the Star Trek?
Believe me, I guarantee you, if he went hairless, he would look fantastic.
You think so?
I would love to ask him and take the ding off and just stand there. I'm telling you, he would look dynamic. He would be like Sean Connery.
It's funny because I was watching previews of the Generations movie.
Yes.
And there's Picard with his bald pate, and he looks very attractive, very distinguished.
Yeah.
And then there's William Shatner, who's supposed to be the older guy who's got younger hair.
William Shatner is coming in because everyone on the Star Trek series is writing books and saying they hate William Shatner.
There's a mutiny. Captain Kirk is under attack from his own crew.
Yeah.
There are always rumors that he and Leonard Nimoy had a problem with each other.
They did. He writes about it in his book.
Is that right?
Well, what happened was, in the beginning, Leonard Nimoy and Captain Kirk even had a thing built into the contracts in the movies that they had to get equal pay.
Ah.
They stuck by each other. Like a favored nations clause.
Yes.
And I don't know. At some point, Shatner started making some money, and things started getting really stupid because Leonard Nimoy would not do Star Trek 2 until he felt the proper storyline was being developed, and it was getting to be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And it was getting to the point where Leonard Nimoy was always calling Shatner over little things in the scripts, and finally Shatner said, you know what, who needs you?
He just wanted to go in there and do the day's work.
Right.
Leonard Nimoy's fighting over words in the script?
I think so. That's what we have to ask him about.
Because I know he directed
a
couple of those.
Exactly. Either everyone on everyone on Star Trek was a pain in the ass.
It sounds like it.
Or William Shatner was a pain in the ass, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
Sounds like a real mess.
I think Uhura should have been locked in a hospital. What do you think of that? But anyway, I'm looking forward to
we'll get another side of the story today. We'll get William Shatner's story.
Quickly, before I even tell you the Jay Leno story, on our phone is, you got to hear this, Elephant Boy.
What's he doing on the phone?
Hey, Howard.
Oh, you sound depressed.
Elephant Boy is out in California. He took a job. Let me explain this to you. He took a job.
What's this all about?
Let me explain it to you. He took a job. You know, Elephant Boy is getting popular from the TV show, from the radio show, and he is asked to do promotional things for money, to get paid.
Right.
He got asked to, this is crazy, go out to California and jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm afraid I thought you meant he was moving to California.
No.
This is just one of those little gigs he gets.
Right.
Okay.
So they evidently are paying him like $3,000 to jump out of this plane.
Mm-hmm.
So we got all excited. $3,000 is more than he makes all year from that stupid postal job of his or whatever he does.
It's like
I don't even know what he does.
For him.
And evidently, I don't know what's going on out there. Did you jump yet?
Yes, I did.
You took a practice jump?
No, I did just take a practice. I jumped out of a plane at 12,500 feet.
All right, now let me get this straight. Hold on. Did you poop your pants quicker than a marathon runner?
No. I was successful.
Let me ask you this. Did you do the...
Nobody knows what he did.
All right, did you do the promotion yet, or you did a practice jump?
I did the promotion.
Oh, you did it already. It's all done with.
Yeah, it's done with.
Did you get paid?
Yeah, I got paid.
And you got paid the $3,000?
Yes.
Why didn't you call me before you jumped?
I tried to call you yesterday, but I forgot you're on 3 hours early in Los Angeles. So when I called you, you was just off the air.
You forgot that you were in California and there was a 3-hour difference?
Yes.
What's the matter with you?
I am a freaking idiot.
He is an idiot. He really is. I said to him, call me before you jump.
Yeah.
So he called us, but he forgot that it was 3 hours later in Los Angeles.
When I saw Howard, I got...
So you jumped 12,500 feet.
Yeah, with a big pressure room, and you will see me finding her in the air.
All right, so you jumped out of a plane with a big-breasted woman, and you fondled her midair.
Correct.
And how was that?
Were you strapped together?
Where I did have like a tandem master attached to me, and he was controlling my flight down.
What do you say? Now you lost me, pal.
He was attached to somebody.
Right.
Yeah. And he was controlling my descent.
So, in other words, he had an expert falling with him who got him over to the girl, because I didn't see how Elephant Boy plummeting from a plane
so Elephant Boy,
was able to get over to a girl.
You didn't jump on your own. You held on to some guy.
Oh, you need...
So you fondled a guy. You didn't fondle a woman. All right, very good. All right, very good. All right.
I also I go to for people who want to see live footage of the job. I will be appearing at Ansel Nightclub in Long Beach, California. Ansel Nightclub.
All right, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
You want to spell that?
Yeah.
I understand you're saying. Let me tell you what I think you're saying.
Yeah.
I think you're saying that there is now a video of you jumping.
Yes.
Okay. They videotaped it.
I understood live footage.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
You're very correct.
I didn't hear live footage, but I heard videotape.
Yeah.
And you were going to show it in a nightclub.
Yeah.
I know. When will that be?
He's going to be in correspond like a big bus contest.
All right, so there'll be a big breast contest?
Yeah. At Angel Nightclub.
Angel Nightclub?
Yeah.
Oh.
In Long Beach, California.
That was Angel that was?
Yeah.
I thought it was Enzo.
Isn't it funny how I understand certain things and you don't, and then you understand certain things and I don't?
Amazing.
Yeah.
You didn't say when.
And don't you feel really proud of yourself when you can understand what he says?
Yes, I feel like I've accomplished something.
Yes.
Now, is that tonight?
No, tomorrow night, November 9th.
Tomorrow night. And will you leap off the stage with a parachute?
One of our old friends will be there from your trip to Albany. Colt 45 will be there.
Colt 45 will be there. That's a stripper?
Yeah.
Colt 45.
Yes.
All right. Very good, Elephant Boy.
Okay. Well, from now on, Harry, you can call me E.B. I got the Harry fever. E.B. now.
Right.
E.B. for Elephant Boy. You can use my initials.
Well, all I know is I think this jump shook him up.
Yeah, he must have landed on his head.
I think he's still scared.
Well, when we get ready, we're going to ship you the video, and you will grab in your pants after you see it.
All right, very good, Elephant Boy.
Okay.
Looking forward to your return.
Okay, thank you, Howard. Have a good day.
Yes, you too.
Okay, bye.
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 Atabat.
Atabai.
Atabat.
Oh, please. What's the matter with him? He jumped out of a plane.
I would have loved to have been up there just to see what it was like just before he was ready to leap.
Listen, you don't want to know why he does it. He's got nothing to live for anyway. If he died and you got splattered all over the street, you think
what would be the loss?
He'd probably be happier.
12,000 feet?
Wow. I thought I could fly. All right, let me tell you about Jay Leno real quick. So,
all right,
just to recap.
I'm going to forget about Elephant Boy.
Jay Leno is coming to New York in November. And
you know what? This is interesting that Fred should play this.
Why?
Because the Tonight Show has obviously changed.
Yeah.
But none of that music Branford has played
has made an impact. This is still the theme for the
and
Tonight
he's
Show.
complaining about them.
Right. His lack of ability to make a good theme, and he's complaining. All right. Anyway. I hate this song. It's distracting me.
As bad as it was, it became very recognizable.
Right. Anyway, so what can I say other than originally Jay Leno called me 2 months ago because he was coming to New York in November to do a show. Okay. Fair enough. They called my agent the way they normally do. They said, would Howard do it? And my agent said, hold on, let me think about it. 2 or 3 days later, he called back and said, no, he will not be available in November to do it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, they kept calling. With that, on top of that.
And he kept saying no.
Right. Letterman calls.
Okay.
Evidently, there's a mole at the Tonight Show who tells Letterman when they're booking somebody because Letterman picks up the phone and calls me himself and asks me to do the same exact date, the same exact day, the same exact year and week.
Do you think it's a mole at Jay Leno?
Yes.
Or is it a mole somewhere else?
No. There is a mole at Jay Leno's booking department.
Because it sounds like there were a lot of calls made before you heard from Letterman.
Not really. I'm probably telling it wrong.
All right.
It was almost like when Jay first started calling me, the Tonight Show rather started calling me, Letterman picked up the phone and said,
all right.
no. First Morty called. It didn't go exactly in this order, but Morty called my agent and said, hey, how about this date? And then Letterman picked up the phone and called me because he got nervous that I was going to do the Tonight Show.
So
you would think, I mean, I'm the only guest the Tonight Show and David Letterman had, the way they're carrying on.
But, boy, oh, boy, when one wants you, the other one wants you bad, too.
And let me tell you something. I don't want to be a late-night talk show host. I'll tell you why. If you are that dependent that you have to start picking up the phone and calling the guests yourself, it's a sad day.
Well, at least Letterman made one call.
Right. So anyway, so Letterman called me himself, and he says, will you be on my show? And I said, probably not this time around. The Tonight Show called me for the same exact date, and I told them no. You know, Dave, I've done your show 2 times in a row now, and I'm really sitting this November thing out because I don't really have anything I want to do right now. I don't have anything I really want to say on TV, and I don't want to do it.
And he was perfectly fine with that.
He said, would you think about it? I said, I'll think about it, and if I want to do it, I'll get back to you.
Okay.
I said, and I said also, you know, the problem is, too, that I'm working on a movie, and I'm really involved in it, and it'd be very difficult. And he said to me, I know you don't need to do it. I'm asking you as a favor. I said, well, if I can do it, I'll get back to you. And he's never called me since.
That was the end of it.
That was the end of it. With that, about a week and a half ago, Jay Leno called me at home.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to New York. Once you do the show. I said, Jay, thanks. It sounds great. I don't think I can do it this time around, but, you know. Oh, no, you can't say. Okay. That was a week and a half ago. He called me 2 days in a row after that call. And after I kind of said, look, it's, you know, then I pawned it off of my agent and all that kind of stuff and said it's up to him because I couldn't get rid of him. He called my agent, and my agent point blank said, I don't want Howard doing it. No. That's it. In fact, another agent walked in the room while Don was talking. And the agent said, are you talking to Jay Leno like that? He says, this guy don't understand. I said, no.
He won't take no for an answer.
He won't take no for an answer. Okay. With that, Don called me, my agent, and said, don't worry about anything. I straightened out with Jay Leno. He gets it. I said, and
usually when Don straightens somebody out,
oh, yes. It's very clear. Don is, you can say what you want about Don, but Don's very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear. Yes or no. He said no. With that, while I'm talking to Don, Jay calls. I said, Don, it's Jay again. Because don't worry, you can pick up the phone. In fact, I had suggested to him that maybe he come on your show. He's probably trying to book himself on your show at this point. I said, I think you're nuts. I said, I think Jay didn't hear a word you said. Sure enough, I pick up the phone, and Jay goes into a 45-minute rap how I should do the show. And I basically said again, I don't think I can do it. You know, I'll always talk to Don about it, but the both of us agree that it's not the right time for me to go on. I know what it is. You want to go on, but Dave is giving you a lot of pressure. Letterman's all over you, right? I said, no. He goes, and I'm not like that at all. You went on Dave 2 times the last time, and I don't care how many times you go on Dave. I understand he's in New York and I'm in California, but I'm coming to New York, and I want to. And I said, Jay, listen to me. I really don't have anything I want to say this time. Sure, you have the stuff you want to say. You're just talking about Branford. You're talking about a lot of different things. Come on. I know all these guys. So if Seinfeld tells me he doesn't have material, I understand. He does stand up, but you got a lot of things. I said, listen. So I don't really think. Okay. So we went through this dance 20 times. Saturday, he called again. My house on Saturday on the weekend.
That's a holy day.
That's a holy day at my house. I never pick up my own phone. I picked it up because I thought it was Dopey Ralph who was supposed to call me. I pick up 40 minutes. Jay works on me, and I said, Jay, I really don't think this time around. He goes, do me a favor. Would you talk it over with Don? And I said, you know what? I'm going to talk it over with Don, but I'm pretty sure the answer is no. He goes, can I take that as a yes? Is there an opening here? Is my foot in the door? I said, Jay, I said, I'm getting embarrassed. I love you. I love doing your show. I enjoy it. This is not a put down. I just can't do it this time around. Well, so I'm saying that you're probably going to do it. This is like ignoring what I said. I think this guy's mental.
I think he gets the impression that the longer you stay on the phone, the more likely you are to do it.
I mean, it's obvious. Even if I'm not good at saying no. Even if I'm not good at saying no. And respect the fact that I am saying no.
People don't do that,
right.
Howard.
At this point, the guy is being obnoxious. He's badgering, as you just said.
But don't you remember back to the days when you were trying to get a girl to sleep with you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you go past obnoxious if you thought you could get the prize?
Robin, this is going way past what I would have done. I never. This is harassment. I never would do that. This is rape. I think the smell of all that motor oil is making him lightheaded. This guy's a nut. I mean, he is a certifiable nut. So listen to this.
So you left it with
Saturday,
him calling you again.
I said to him on Saturday, look, man, I'll talk to Don over the weekend, which I didn't even bother. I mean, I know what Don's answer is. I'll talk to Don over the weekend. He says, I got to have my answer by Monday. Monday night is our booking.
All right. I
said, okay. I said, I will talk to you on Monday, but, you know, I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be no. Please forgive me. Well, no. It sounds like you want to do it really bad, but Don doesn't want you. You talk to Don. It's going to work out. Now, you say. So, wait a second. Listen to this. You got to hear this. So, the phone rings yesterday. I walk in the door, just as I'm walking in the door.
He knows your schedule.
I instructed, I think there's a mole in my house. I instructed Laura, my assistant, that under any circumstances, if Jay calls, you tell him I'm not home.
Mm-hmm.
Jay calls. Laura says he's not home. Where is he? This is what she says to him. She goes, well, he's in a meeting. Where is this meeting? She says, I don't know exactly where. He's supposed to call me. When he calls you, would you get the number so I can call him at the meeting? So, Laura, this guy's nuts.
He thinks that he should be able to interrupt any meeting. Who is he, Bill Clinton?
Yeah, I don't know. What is so important? I don't want to do the show. So, Laura says, look, I'll call back in an hour. If you speak to Howard, I tell him I have to speak to him. Laura comes running into me. She says, what am I supposed to say? I said, do me a favor. Next time Jay calls, tell him that I called you and said, if Jay calls, tell him, no, I can't do the show.
Because you can't do it yourself.
Laura gets the call from Jay. Sure enough, like a half hour later, this guy's insane. I'm telling you, this guy's insane. He says, well, where's Howard? She goes, well, I can't get in touch with him. He's in his car. Does he have a car phone? She goes, yes. What's the number? She goes, well, I'm not authorized to give out the number. Oh, come on, give it to me. So he says, is there a message? Or, I got to talk to him. So he said he was going to talk to me. So Laura says to him, listen, Jay, Howard told me to tell you that he can't do the show. No, this is unacceptable, he says to her. This is unacceptable. Howard said he would speak to me himself, and I'm not accepting that answer unless I hear from Howard himself. You tell him to call me. Here's my number. I'm not calling him. So Laura comes running, and she's all shook up, because it's Jay Leno, somebody she sees on TV. You get shook up when someone starts yelling.
Well, yeah, you can't say no to him.
But she comes in, and she says, he is desperate. I said, I know. It's pathetic. I said, the next time he calls, just say, you big chin bastard, you're a psycho. With that, he calls again.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm not home. And he flips his lid. You tell Howard he has to tell me to my face no. And I've already told him 100 times.
No, you said I don't think so.
No, I've said no on some occasions. I've said I don't think so.
Don doesn't want me to.
Yeah, I mean, how many times can I listen, at some point, like Letterman, he got it the word once. He understood.
Why don't you...
What?
Why don't you get the e-camera to come in here, and why don't you, videotape? Listen, Jay, it's very uncomfortable talking to you on the phone. This is me saying I can't do it.
Right.
And just send him the tape.
Right. I'll do that. But I'm on the radio saying no.
Sit there and say, Jay, no.
Tell him you call his office and say that I will speak to him on the air so that the world can hear me say no. I want a witness. You're my witness. Who's on? Well, where do we begin? Let's see. I tell you what I'll do. Obviously, I have a lot to say about the governor's race. A lot. I'm going to tell you things you don't even know. I'm going to tell you why I'm so happy this morning. I'll give you the full scoop. I didn't want to give it to you during the campaign. All right. Well, let me take a commercial break. How's that? Because I'm going to get started. The thing is here, I'm stifled because I want to get started, and then I know I have to break for a commercial. I'm bursting is what's happening here. I'm bursting with information, and I have to organize it. Fred, give me the commercial break, and then I'll come back and start the discussion part of the program right after these words.
We're back.
Yeah.
Nominee for the talk show series Cable Ace Award, Howard Stern.
Good song.
Is it really so important to you anymore to be nominated for a Cable Ace Award when you're such a kingmaker?
Let me tell you something. You know, there isn't... is Leno calling in?
He hasn't called in yet, but he's due any minute.
I arranged for Leno to call in because I got to...
Did you talk to him yesterday?
No.
Okay.
He called my house 2 times. He called Gary.
He was calling, but you didn't talk to him.
Today's show will focus on politics and The Tonight Show and other things as well.
You will get all of this straightened out.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that as much as people were talking about the election, they were talking about Leno and his antics with it.
I know. All right, if Leno calls in...
conversations.
Let me start in with the election first of all. First of all, congratulations to all New York. We now have a new governor, George Pataki. Nothing more exciting than when the state troopers had to start flocking around George Pataki because now he was the governor.
You know what is funny? The first thing I heard this morning, the radio came on and it said, Governor Cuomo has gone down in defeat. And I couldn't believe... I just got up and...
Well, let me tell you about my night. I said to my wife, when we had the baby, the new baby, I said, I am all for having a baby. I said, you got to understand something. I got to get 8 hours of sleep. There's a very bad...
Baby or no baby?
Yeah, there's a very bad situation going on in my house. I cannot get 8 hours of sleep. And when I have a problem with sleep, that once I'm asleep, I'm to the world. But if you wake me, I'm up and I'm crazed. And I am now announcing that I am getting an apartment in the city, and I will sleep during the week in the city, and I'll see my family on the weekends.
Yeah,
That's happening, baby. Believe it. If Pataki can become governor, I'm getting my own pad.
Why does it sound like? Why does it sound like those were your last words screaming at Allison as you walked out the house this morning?
I've had it. I can't listen. I love my wife. I love the kids.
Even earlier this morning than you usually are, so you must have been up.
I am in a coma. Let me tell you what happened. Last night, I didn't even stay up to watch the election returns, because usually by 9 o'clock they know who's going to win. I don't know what time they knew.
They didn't know at 9 o'clock last night.
It would have been an exciting night. I would have liked to have been a part of it. 8 o'clock, I said, you know what, I'm going to bed. I don't care. I'm exhausted. And I really have trouble doing the show when I'm fried. And the rest of my day sucks. Like right now, I'm all irritable and tense. See you later, Gary.
Gary's running.
Smart man. Head for the hills, pal.
Irritable and tense? I'm gone.
Yeah. I'm out of here, Wolf.
My boss hasn't had any sleep. That could be bad for me.
I'm out of here. Feet don't fail me now. So anyway, every night, it seems, there is something else that wakes me up. My wife huffs and puffs when she gets into bed. She does a washing up routine. My bathroom is right outside the bedroom. I don't mean to lay this on you, but I want to give you an idea of my night. Every night it's something. And then she leaves both doors open so she can hear the baby if the baby cries. Now, the doctor...
What, both doors? You have...
Yes, we have an inner bedroom door and an outer door to the hall.
Okay.
So there's 2 doors that lock me in at night like a chamber, like Dracula. I got to sleep like a person. When my family went to Disney World a couple of weeks ago, I got the best rest I ever had in my life. I was like on vacation. I need to sleep. I am not the type of guy who can get up 500 times a night and be part of...
And go back to sleep?
Yeah. Well, last night, the baby starts crying. Now, listen, the doctor has told my wife, in order for this baby to sleep through the night, you got to just let her cry. You got to let her cry through the night. They stop after 10 minutes. We know this to be true. We've gone through it with our other kids. We've gone through it with Ashley already. We've gone through this. And you don't know this, but babies...
I don't know?
No, you don't. You haven't had a kid.
Excuse me.
You haven't had a kid. I'm sorry. You don't know about everything. But I am telling you...
I know the solution to the problem.
Jay's on the phone?
Jay's on the phone.
All right, hold on. Hold that thought. All right. On our phone is Jay Leno. Jay spoke to... Listen, everybody knows the story so far.
Jay was,
and everybody knows what your answer is except Jay.
Yeah.
Jay was hesitant to come on this morning.
I know, and I'm not gonna rip up Jay. I like Jay.
Yeah, make
Jay's
him know
afraid
that.
I'm going to make him into an a-hole.
Wait a minute.
Hold it. let me say something. Let me handle this for a second. Then you jump in. Jay, is that you?
What's that?
I said, Jay, is that you?
That's me, Howard.
All right.
It's
Jay.
not Billy West.
I was not hesitant. When someone asks me for a favor, I do it.
Right. This is not a favor. Jay, listen to me.
I got a call from your office. It's the second favor. The first favor was, Jay, Howard needs the clip of his appearance with you on the show for his movie. Would you give it to him? And I said, yes, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
And then the second one was, they want you to come on tomorrow. Would you call in?
Right.
And then the other one was, from 1988 till now, could you call Howard on his birthday?
All right.
Let's call Howard on his birthday. And then the other one was, Jay, Howard's going to be in Philadelphia for his book signing. Any chance you could go down there and support?
No, that's not true.
Nobody
I never asked you to go to Philadelphia.
No, you never did. Some people connected with you did, and I said, sure. And then I called and they said, geez, you know, Howard, we're going to be in New York. It's tough to get guests Thanksgiving week. You're right down the street. Any chance you could come on? And he said, well, no, my people don't think it's a good idea.
Okay. Can I talk now?
Okay.
All right. What you have said is right. I'm not arguing with anything you just said. And there have been times when, in fact, I think you came down to Philadelphia. You wanted to be on your show, and I was thinking about it, and you said, hey, I'm going to go down and ask Howard to be on the show. I
never asked you to be on the show, though.
Yes, you did. Now.
You had already been on there.
All right. But listen to me. Let me explain something. What's happened here has become a very embarrassing situation for me. And it really should be for Jay.
Jay doesn't seem to be embarrassed.
No, not at all. Let me tell you something. Jay is harassing me. I'm going to report him to the police.
Howard,
he is stalking me.
Howard, when
I am telling you, if the police are listening, I want you to pick up Jay Leno.
I said to you, Howard, tell me you have nothing funny to say.
No.
Tell me you have
Can I explain everything now to you? All right, let's get this all out in the open.
Go ahead.
All right, here's the point. Jay called, not Jay himself, but a couple of months ago, Jay's people, the people who booked The Tonight Show.
And who have all quit because Jay's now making these phone calls himself.
Right. They have no job left to do because Jay calls. It was so much easier when these other people used to call.
Go ahead.
All right. Here's the point. So his people called to book me on the show. And you know what? I've got a game plan when it comes to late night television and television in general. I believe that you can make appearances very special by doing them when you're ready to go on. You have to space them out.
Howard, forget that.
No, let me talk.
Howard, there are plenty of times when my staff has called to book you on the show.
Yes.
And you were not available. We said,
that's right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I said, this time, it's kind of special. I will make the call personally and ask Howard for a personal favor.
All right, can I tell you?
Is 6 minutes anytime during the week. Just a personal favor.
Wait a second. I'm going to tell you about the personal favors I've done for you.
No, let me finish.
You interrupted my discourse.
You're filibustering.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
This being that we are in New York, we are right down the street. And it's tough to get guests that week, and people here...
May I respond? You've already said that. You're hitting the same beats over and over.
Go ahead.
And this is what happens when he calls my house. He keeps saying these things.
Yeah, but the point is, we booked the Tonight Show in New York on Thanksgiving.
Jay is not allowing me to say no, I don't want to go on.
Howard, I called your house on Friday. You said, call me again.
No. You started calling on Wednesday. You called Wednesday. We spoke then. You spoke Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And you said,
I'll let you know Monday. And
right. Now, let me tell you what's going on.
Weasley secretary.
Yes. Can I tell you what's going on? Can I tell you what's going on, Jay? This is what happened. So please allow me to keep going.
I don't think he talks to Mavis as much as he talks to you.
Yeah, I am now his wife. Trust me, the truth is in here somewhere.
Go ahead, Al.
This is what happened. All right. So when Jay's office called The Tonight Show, when The Tonight Show called, Don, my agent and stuff, Don called me. He says, hey, The Tonight Show would like to have you on in November. You just did all the late night stuff, the Donahue show with the book. Why don't you mellow out for a while? I said, absolutely. I'm so not into doing the shows anymore. And I just done a Letterman, and I don't know. I even told Jay, I like doing his show. It's more fun. It's relaxed. It's a great show. So I said, please tell The Tonight Show the next appearance that I do, I would like to do it on The Tonight Show. I'm just not prepared to go on in November. Okay. All right.
Should be the end of that.
That's not what you told me.
No, I'm going to tell you what happened.
No, that's not what you told me.
I'm telling you what happened.
You're making a mistake right there.
No, I'm not.
When I spoke to you, I said, Howard, tell me as a comedian, as a performer, you don't have the material, you don't have anything.
That's a later conversation. I'm getting to that.
Then let me finish.
You're not letting me set this up properly.
All right, go ahead, set it up in your slanted way.
Okay.
In your slanted way.
No, it's not slanted at all. Jay, I'm getting to that discussion. I haven't forgotten that discussion. So then Letterman, who has a mole at the Tonight Show.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that?
I've told Jay this.
You know, I couldn't care. You know, my show is wide open. People do both do this.
Yeah, I'm willing. Listen to me. I couldn't care. I couldn't care if Letterman banned me from his show for the rest of his life.
Who?
I couldn't care if he did. You got to understand something. I do not worry about what Letterman thinks. This has nothing to do with Letterman.
See, now,
I swear to you.
Can I jump in for a second?
Yeah.
I think that, because I spoke to Jay for a little bit last night, I think that Jay is under the impression that there's outside forces.
There are people like Bob Morton and Dave who want me to do the Letterman show, and it seems to me they want me to do it exclusively, because every time Jay tries to book me, they call up for the exact same date. Right. It's got to be more than a coincidence.
Well, they've been more blatant than that. Bob has actually said, why are you doing that show?
And Bob has called Don since Jay tried to book me for the show and said, don't, he didn't even say don't do the show. He said, do our show. Mm-hmm. Why are you doing Jay's show?
But Jay thinks the reason you're not doing his show is because of what he called like outside force.
Right. Well, let me tell you something.
No,
Jay, the last time I did your show, they called and told me not to do your show. They even went as far as to book Rush Limbaugh against me and do a whole stupid booking thing. And I said, I don't care if you book the United States Marine Corps against me. I am doing the Tonight Show. I gave my word to Jay Leno. I don't care who... I don't need late-night television to make a career. I don't need any of that.
And do you really think Howard's ever been a person you could bend with force?
Right. So let me tell you something. Jay, you got to respect this. So then Letterman calls me himself. And he says to me, I need you to do this as a favor to me. He says to me, I know you don't need to do it. I'm asking you as a favor Thanksgiving week to do the late night show. So I oh, my God. I said, this is outrageous. I said, Dave, I'm going to be up front with you. Jay's people have called me for that exact same week. And I've done your show the last 2 times, and I'm very flattered that you would call me, and I'd like to continue doing your show, but I owe it to Jay. And I'm not doing. To tell you the truth, I'm not doing any television that week. I've told Jay no, and I told you no. Mm-hmm. And Dave asked me to reconsider, and said, "Call me if you change your mind. And let me know." Mm-hmm. And that was the last discussion I had with Letterman, and I said no, and obviously he took to him. So Jay's people kept calling. They called my agent's office a bunch of times. And I'll tell you how Jay's office works even. They're intense, the booking department. Don would say, look, I'm in a meeting. I can't talk to you now. They would say, we will stay on hold for the whole meeting. Oh, I swear to you, Jay, do you know this to be true?
Distance.
Long distance.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Listen, they're fighting for...
But Howard, can I interject something?
Go ahead.
All this would have ended very simply.
Yeah.
If you had said... you didn't want to do it.
All right, may I tell you? Now, hold it. Let me get to that. Now, so far, let me tell you something so far. I have gone on record through my agent. Now, so far in the story, we're up to the point, through my agent, we said no. Pretty,
Well, hurry up. I'm paying for this call.
Oh, come on.
Now he's worried.
Yeah, now he's worried.
You got nighttime radio.
Yeah. Then I caught Bob Morton in my closet at my house. That's what okay, let me tell you what happened. So then, and listen, by the way, I am very flattered that Jay would want me that badly as a guest. I must tell you, absolutely flattered. I find it incredible that poor Jay and poor Dave have to start making... I tell you something, I don't want a late night show. I'll tell you why. If it's got to ruin your life to the point you got to start calling people at their house and hounding them.
It's not ruin your life. It's try to do the best.
No, you're hounding now. Now you're a stalker. Listen to what you've turned into. Listen to me. So now, through the agent, I say no. I'm not good at saying, it's okay, Jay doesn't accept it. He calls my house. And he says, listen, you got material, you got this, you got that, you got... I said, look, Jay, it sounds like a lot of fun. I don't think I can do it this time around. And Jay stays on the phone for 20 minutes and starts to tell you why you should do it. And when you say, listen, I don't think I could do it this time around, he goes, I'll take that as a yes. That's what he does.
What did I tell you, though? Didn't I tell you that he didn't know?
So I said, I'll talk to Don. I said, I'll talk to Don. I'll talk to my agent.
You had to talk to... I said, Do you want to do it? Does it sound like fun? And I expected you to make the decision. Not know you got to meet with people. You got to.
Jay, how many? So Jay, so then you call my agent. So Jay decides to call my agent face to face. You know how abrupt Don.
Oh yes.
Don is very direct.
First of all, I called Don and I said, Don.
Don told you no.
I said, do you mind if I call Howard at home? He said, no, go right ahead. Had he said, don't bother Howard, I wouldn't have made the call.
All right, so listen, you can
But
see
that doesn't mean call him every day.
And you could see that you could get the idea that this time around I want to pass on it. You get the
Wait a
idea.
minute. Let me ask Jay a question.
Yeah.
Jay, do you take hints or do you need a definitive no?
He knows I don't want to do it.
Excuse me, I was talking to Jay.
Yeah. Jay,
answer that question.
Well, I sensed talking to Howard that he wanted to do it, but his people, whoever they were, didn't want him to do it. And I thought
Wrong.
He sounded like he could be convinced.
No, you know what, Jay? Jay.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
I'm here.
Let's take a pass on it this time. The next time I do late night, I'm coming to you.
All right, but this is the time I need you. I was calling as a personal
See, he keeps
favor.
doing this. He won't take no. You see how he won't take no for an answer?
All right, we'll take no.
Oh. You see what I mean? He's treating it like it's like a loyalty
thing. You know what? I know that there have been times
This is awful.
that Howard has needed you, Jay, and you have said no.
When? Name one.
I won't bring it up, but it's happened.
Never
and
happened.
oh, absolutely it did.
Never.
Absolutely.
Really? You did?
Yes.
Robin, bring it up. I'm dying to know.
Tell me.
I know when. I'll tell you when. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
When I was doing the E! Show, I called Jay.
Your interview.
My interview show for E! Television, which has just been nominated for an Ace Award.
That's right.
Jay did say no. Now,
That's
listen,
right.
I accepted it.
Jay, in fact, said exactly what you're saying.
Yep.
No, Howard, you're...
True. It's true. That's a true story.
Your agent called,
Yes.
asked, and I said...
Not this time around.
We let it go.
It wasn't even this time around.
Yeah.
Howard,
you didn't want to do the E! Show. I mean, Gary Shandling did it. I mean, there was, people who did it. It was a respectable show.
Howard, had you called me personally and said, I really need this favor,
no.
We have a spot.
I would never do that to you, though. I respected that. I didn't consider you not a friend. I said, you know what? For some reason, Jay feels it's not right for him. And I respect that. I've always respected you as a performer. I consider you a very, very funny man.
Well, Howard, what's the worst you can say? I'm persistent.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at this point, it's getting embarrassing.
All right, well, we'll let it go. You don't want to do it, you don't want to do it.
Don't be...
You make it sound so easy.
Favor. You're 2 blocks up the street. I come to New York once in a great while. You can't walk 2 blocks. I understand.
Remember how uncomfortable it was for you when Robert Wool called you at home and you flipped your lid?
And Robert Wall called.
Remember Robert Wool started calling your house? He couldn't get on the Tonight Show, and you freaked out after the first call?
I don't think I...
You told him never to do that again.
You really yelled at him. I'm not even that direct. I'm not even that harsh.
I didn't yell at him.
You should ask him how he feels.
You want Stuttering John? I can book him on your show. He's available.
Oh, thanks.
Listen, Jay.
All right, let it go.
Let it go already.
Fine.
Oh, you're making me feel bad. Oh, this is awful.
Feel bad.
Oh, stop it already. Come on, I'm not allowed to take a pass?
The guy can't walk 2 blocks.
Oh, boy.
If it was only that simple.
It's not even that simple. There's a lot of things you don't know about that are going on.
Like what?
One of my children is...
And he has to spend more time.
Yeah.
I'm going through a divorce and I have to spend more time with my kids.
Got to go on tour.
Yeah, I have to go on tour. I'm a blues musician.
What do you want to talk about then?
Oh, Jay, come on, man. Give me a break.
I can't believe, because I really feel bad about this because we have had a long-standing friendship. There should be no...
And it's still there.
There should be.
It doesn't affect my side. They asked me to call in today. I called in.
Right.
Well, I'm just saying.
I will always be there, Howard.
I know, and I'll be there for you.
Friends have to say no to each other.
Right. Listen, you've said no to me. You've said no to me. I say no to you. When it's not right for a friend, you do.
All right. What else you want to talk about?
Branford.
Joe, what do you want to know?
Where's he really leaving?
It says it in the paper today.
Yeah?
Jay, tell me. Jay, you've always been honest.
Go ahead.
It says in Newsday today that despite what we're hearing, that there's an open door for Branford to come back to be your band leader. What it says today is that, in fact, Branford went into a meeting and said he wanted to play, like, modern music or something, and the producer or you or somebody said, listen, we want to rock, and we like the direction of the music, we're not looking to change it. Rightly so. I mean, I don't know what's on Branford's mind.
It's still not right.
Right. And, so they said no, and that's it. Branford took his walk.
No, it's not true.
Really?
No, not true at all. You know, Branford...
Here, I'll read it exactly to you.
Well, you have to read exactly. Whatever it is, it's not... No, it's not true.
Forget all that stuff about Branford Marsalis coming back...
When we first started on the show, Branford was playing lots of jazz, and we got a lot of people saying, I don't quite follow that music. What is it? And we said, try and play some more popular stuff, some upbeat stuff, and mix it up a little bit. All right, and that's what Branford did. Now, obviously, it's a constricting environment. If you want to get out and play more of your own stuff, just like my act. People say, is my act what I do in my monologue? No, I do 10 minutes of jokes about topical stuff. When I do you want to see me do my act? You know, I went to see Branford at the House of Blues. It's unbelievable.
He was great. But
you didn't even know he could play that well.
Listen, let me tell you something. How many jobs do you think there are? Like this job Branford Marsalis has.
There aren't any.
There are none.
But that's okay.
It's the Tonight Show. It's the Letterman Show.
You know, the odd thing about this sort of situation is people think because Branford is the band leader, oh, I see, I'm supposed to be the boss, and he's supposed to be...
Right, but that's what he thinks. He is so hung up on that you're a white guy. And let me tell you something. He is so hung up that you are white.
If you were black, it would be okay.
If you were black, it'd be fine. Did you see how he said in the paper? Everyone, I'm not going to sit there and kiss Jay's ass. I'm not going to be, the boss man and all this stuff.
We'll never have the relationship of Letterman and Schaefer.
Yeah. Big deal. He's so hung up, man. I tried to tell him, get over that whole black thing, man. Just be people.
Nah, he's fine. He's people.
Come on. You know it's true.
You're dealing with a situation where you have a lot of complex personality.
Yeah, you got a black guy who feels he has to prove to his black nation that he's a real brother.
If he laughs at a Jay joke,
he's an Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
He's an Uncle.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, no, it's not true, but that's how he feels.
He feels like he's an Uncle Tom when he laughs. When they show him on camera laughing.
You have a situation where it's a constricting environment for the kind of music he wants to play.
He's playing for 10 seconds, no matter what kind of music he's playing.
He can go to his house and play that crap.
I mean, he wants to get out and tour a little bit and play.
And
Jay, you're not leaving.
Somebody call him aside and say that jazz is awful. Nobody likes it. I hate it.
Maybe he should play other music everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a funeral dirge. And certainly the Tonight Show affords you an opportunity. As you know, you could now go to Vegas and do your act, and it would be you'd even get more money than ever. He could go to Vegas and play that crap.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Jay's a perfect example. He's not doing his monologue. His monologue is not like his act,
right?
But he's not quitting.
Exactly. Something wrong with him.
He's all right.
Well, listen, you try. You want to know something?
What Jay is saying is, I'm glad to see him go.
You know what? Get yourself a white band leader and avoid the whole racial issue. Are you going to go with a black this time around?
I think Jay has to.
You have to go with a black, huh?
You have to replace a black guy with a black guy.
Right. Jay doesn't want to look like he's replacing him with a white guy.
It's the EEO.
What are you guys babbling about?
Will you hire a white band leader next?
I don't know. I gotta see what's in the.
I'll bet right now, Garen Effentia, it's a black guy.
Branford is not being replaced. Kevin's just moving up.
Yeah, and Branford is heading for the hills. He's not coming back.
You know, and I know Branford is out of there.
Let me ask you this: is a chink out of the question?
Ooh, now there's an interesting idea.
Wait, let me check my 60s dictionary on racial slurs. Hang on.
I mean, a Chinese American.
Hang on, I got Westmoreland on the other line.
Oh, there you go. So.
What are you babbling about now?
No, I'm babbling and saying, what will you do?
You know, if you have a problem with Branford, what you should do is come on the program and discuss it with me.
You know what? Jay makes a good point. I wouldn't mind coming on the Tonight Show and doing it, but something also tells me that if you do these late night shows too much, it's too much exposure. I got my own TV thing going.
Well, you have to consider it in terms of what is it like? Excuse me, Jay, I'm speaking.
Yes.
What is it like when Eddie Murphy does a talk show? Everybody gets all excited.
Right.
Why? Because
he's hardly ever on.
Hardly ever there.
If I just start doing these shows like crazy.
Oh, it's Howard again.
Not true, but you see, if you did us, it would be an event. It would be our first night in New York, and our opening guest would be Mr. New York. It would be Howard Stern. It would be the New York guy.
To be Mr. New York?
Jay thinks that for some reason, what did he tell you on the phone last night? That if I do it, that all the other guests will flock to me.
Right.
Jay thinks I'm Mr. New York. He has no clue. You've been out in California too long. I'm nobody.
Booking you would help other guests fall into line.
Really?
Yeah. Sure. Who is out of line that will fall into line?
Howard and I decided that booking Howard would keep everyone away.
Yeah, I think it would make it worse.
I've never heard you're helping people fall into line.
Jay, I'm a hated man.
It's a moot point now because Howard has refused.
Oh, you see, you're making me. You see how he does it?
You are good.
But this is what Jay does.
Good.
But this is what Jay does.
Into everything.
This is what Jay does on the phone at my house. That's why I can't. It's like hard to say a definitive no. I go, Jay, oh my God, because even if I say no, Jay goes, oh, come on, I'm a friend. And Jay is a friend. He's a good guy.
Of course he is.
But he's making me
You
nuts.
are terrible, Jay, to use your friendship in that way.
I could never be married to you.
Poor Mavis, yeah. Ooh.
He's good host, bad host.
He plays both parts.
This is terrible. Listen.
I mean, you could come on and have this discussion on the air with Bradford, but we'll never know.
Oh, go away, Jay.
Jay, don't you have something to do? Don't you have to go get some sleep?
Call tomorrow.
All right, call back tomorrow. Let me think.
Call back tomorrow.
I'll tell you, I don't know. Hey, I read a thing in the paper today.
What?
That, they're going to bounce Conan out of the slot after you. And it says Greg Kinnear thought he was going to get the job.
Oh, he's not going to get it.
That's what it's. God knows who they want.
Who do they want?
Oh, I can't imagine. But I'll tell you, that Greg Kinnear is the worst. I told him he stinks. He better stay with that talk soup.
Have you told him personally, up to his face?
As Jay knows, people think it's easy to host a show and carry a show. It's not easy, is it, my friend?
It's tough getting guests.
Yeah.
In fact, every child who now thinks that they want to be the leader of the Tonight Show or the Late Show,
You gotta make
listen to the calls Jay has to make and reconsider.
That quake in their boots of fear of what could happen if they go on. And
When's the last time you talked to Letterman directly?
Oh, gosh, probably about a year ago.
That must have been good.
I do have to say, when you watch E and you see those old Letterman reruns, seeing Jay on Letterman gives it a whole new spin.
Yeah, it's funny. And remember when you used to do Letterman?
Yeah.
How great. You were considered the guest on Letterman. Let's face it.
Yeah,
in fact, that's what got you to the Tonight Show.
Right.
But you were smart. You didn't go on all the time. You went on.
I did. I went on... I went on...
it's a little different at the time.
I went on 58 times in 4 years.
At the time,
I swear, I think he had like a every 6-week booking or something.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? Jay doesn't have a radio show every day and doesn't have his own television program. You needed the exposure. Me, I got to watch that I'm not overexposed.
It's just like what you said, Jay. Howard's on television and radio all the time.
Right.
You can't do anymore.
You'll be sick of me.
Sure, I know, sure.
See, it's impossible to hang up on him and go away with a note. Am I right? Now you see what goes on?
Well, I can handle this, but I can see how it works on you.
Rather than be the first guest...
So listen to this.
You can show up on a Tuesday night at just a regular spot on a late-night show.
So on Monday... So Jay calls me on Saturday. I never pick up that phone. I picked it up because I thought it was Ralph.
Yeah.
And then Jay gets a hold of me imagine this one-on-one for 40 minutes.
And Howard answers the phone like this. Hello?
Yeah.
I go, Howard?
I was afraid it was you. And then I was going to keep the phony voice and go, you have the wrong number. And,
you knew it was him.
But you knew it was me, right?
Oh, of course I knew it was you.
Yeah, if I had said it was...
I'll never bother you again. I learned my lesson.
No, it's...
I know. When you need a favor, don't call. I promise. I'll never call again.
Oh, that's not right. I've done you favors.
Fair.
I learned my lesson.
Oh, just one time I'm saying it. And I'm saying I'm going on the Tonight Show next.
Oh, there's no booking for you.
Oh, well... No, don't let
What, you going to fly all the way out there?
Yes, of course I would.
Why? We're coming to your house.
No wonder Branford quit. You're a pain in the ass.
Were you like this about the music?
Hey, Howard, this isn't going to turn into one of those things where now that you didn't do it when he needed you, now say when you need him for the movie or something, then they're not going to blow you off.
No, I don't think it's that.
No, I don't blow anybody.
Jay feels
I don't blow anybody off.
But I don't know, Jay. You might harbor hard feelings about this, and while you wouldn't think it was influencing you, you might be a little harder to deal with.
I want you to now say...
You know, Robin, that's wrong, because even though I got a no yesterday, I called in today.
Yeah, but let me tell you something.
I got to get up in 2.5 hours and go to work, and I call in today.
Now, you see how difficult it is to say no to Jay, right?
Well, yeah.
So now Jay was calling my house on Monday. So I said to I was sitting there. I said, listen, get on the phone with Jay. I can't get on anymore.
And I love the secretary. I go, just a minute, I'll check if he's here. It's like a one-room apartment.
Well, first of all, she does it wrong. I got to talk to Laura about this.
What are you
You're supposed to say, as soon as you hear Jay's voice, say I'm not home. But she says, hold it, I'll check to see if he's here.
I'm thinking, I said to her, where are you checking? Are you looking in the window box?
Yeah.
I said to her, he's sitting to your left.
Well, you shook her up
and
because...
I hear her laughing. I go, Howard is the one sitting to your left. She's going, oh, he's not here.
She puts
I hear you shuffling. I hear you going... Oh.
No, I put Jay on hold, right? So I say, get back on and say that I called in for my meeting, and if Jay calls, say that I can't do it. So she said, listen, Howard called and said the answer is no. Now, how much more direct can you be?
Oh, you can't.
And Jay says, and you know what Jay says to my assistant? He says, I'm not... No, I want to hear it from his mouth himself.
That's right. I don't blame him for that.
Thank you, Robin.
No, oh, please. How many times already are we going to go through that? Listen, I feel bad. I like you.
All right, so you should feel bad. Good.
He's glad you feel bad.
But you should feel a little bad, too, that you hassle people like this.
How do you think I got this job?
No, but seriously, you should be a little ashamed of yourself.
Howard used to say, "Oh, Leno's a wimp; he won't be able to hold on to the job."
No, you're
not a wimp. You're a nudge.
You're a nudnik. I'm gonna lock you up in a rubber room. I got news for you. If you keep up at this pace, you're gonna end up in a mental institution. I'm not kidding around.
Never happened.
Listen,
I don't know. Everybody's questioning your.
I don't know.
Actions here.
Your sanity. I want.
Wondering what's driving you.
I want our new governor to lock you up.
Bar you from the state. You can't even come here on.
Jay's haunting my house. Look, Jay, I am so complimented that you feel I'm that important to the Tonight Show.
Why don't you have the new governor on?
Why don't you, have the new governor on? Pataki's a great guy. Good guest, too.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
He's Mr. New York.
He's Mr. New York, not me. He got a nice wife, too. And, boy, the running mate, hubba hubba.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Howard.
It's a booking suggestion.
Can't say I didn't try.
Oh, you're making me feel bad. Oh, Jay.
You are not.
All right, let me talk to my agent. You see, this is how he gets me.
You are not nice. It's wrong to do.
You know, you're
talk to your agent. But you're Howard Stern. You're the guy that makes decisions on your own.
You know that's him saying no.
Yeah, that's the same as no. Let me talk to my agent.
But Howard,
let me off the hook.
Howard, that's the killer. You see, that's the thing. You say, oh, Howard Stern, the guy who makes decisions, does what he wants. Or like,
stop with that. I make the decisions. I'm telling you, no. It's not the right time.
By your own admission, you do best on our show, correct?
Absolutely.
Well,
I will go on and publicly admit that I am a better guest on the Tonight Show than I am on the Letterman Show. That is
I'm not asking for names. I'm just saying.
I'm giving them to you. I'm not afraid. I'm trying to prove to you I'm not afraid. Why do I have to be afraid? I got nothing to be afraid of. My life is too short to be afraid.
Howard, anytime you're good, you are never overexposed. But what you just said to me, you said, I used to watch you on Letterman. I did 58 Lettermans in like 4 years.
Yeah, but you were looking for a place. You had no outlet.
And the fact is, when you come on and you kill and you do well, then you're never overexposed. You're only overexposed when you go on and you do poorly. Now, if you said to me, Jay, I don't have the... That's what I said the other day. I said, Howard, tell me you got nothing to say. Tell me you have nothing to say.
I always have something to say. I just feel it's overexposure.
It's not over.
Jay, you're defeating your own argument with your own words. Just too much.
Too much,
Too
Howard?
much, I can't do it.
Plus, who needs to hang around the city all day?
All right.
Listen, believe me, you're going to have a great show in New York. Who you got lined up for New York?
We got Howard Stern on Monday.
All right, let's say, forget me for a second. Who else you got?
I don't know. I'll have to check. I don't know.
Who else have you been hounding?
Yeah, what other phone calls have you made?
I tell you something. I would have done it, but at this point, I'm sick of talking to you. I've spent every day for the last 2 weeks talking to you.
Every day for the last 2 weeks.
We have nothing left to talk about.
All right,
I mean, for God's sakes.
Just remember, when you need me, I will be here.
All right. Let me talk to my agent.
And you know what? I want to say, as a producer of the radio show, that Jay has always been a loyal guest of the radio show, and it's greatly appreciated.
Right.
Thank you.
It is. Oh, he knows that. And I'll continue to do the Oh, stop it already, Jay. This is absurd.
It is a little different, though.
Yeah.
I don't think Jay does much preparation to do this show.
No.
Howard has to prepare to do
I
this
do.
show.
He knows that. He knows he's put me on the spot.
All right.
All right, I'll do it. April Fool. How do you like that?
It's not even April.
Whatever.
Well,
Jay, believe me, I wouldn't have been any good anyway.
all right.
I have my period.
All right. That's what we keep telling ourselves.
Oh, boy.
Well, you
Do
can't
you
blame
hear
me
this?
for
This is the host of the Tonight Show.
What? And they don't even ask. Never mind.
Hey, who stuck up for you? I told you Johnny's a skunk. And he's still a skunk. And I hope Johnny never does your show because you don't need him. You're proving that. You're doing great in the ratings. I see you coming up on the outside.
We're doing terrific in the
There
ratings.
you go. Johnny's sitting at home counting the liver spots.
Oh.
And don't sit around and wait for Johnny's approval. Because Johnny can't approve you. Johnny don't want you to succeed.
No, we're doing fine.
Here you had, what'd you have, the 25th anniversary of the Tonight Show?
No, 40th.
40th. Who shows up? Steve Allen, Jack Parr. Where's Johnny? Ski-Boza. He's nothing. He's lower than garbage.
Now you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Right.
Because every day when I talk to my audience, I would say we're going to New York in 2 weeks, and they say, when is Howard going to be on? And I say, Howard's not going to be on. And they go, oh, why? What happened? Did you guys have a fight? I said, no.
No, there's no fight.
And they say, you're going all the way to New York, and Howard Stern won't even come on?
Who are these people?
Yeah, give me names.
Bob McCreekis.
Bob McCreekis said that? No, I didn't realize Bob McCreekis said it.
When I talk to my audience, I say, I'm going to New York.
See, you won't take no for an answer.
They say, when is Howard on? And I say, well, Howard doesn't want to come.
I tell you what, book Carson, and I'll come on that night.
There, that would be an interesting booking.
Whole night to myself? I don't want that. Who
That's too much.
That's too much.
What do you want? You want to be on with supermodels?
Yeah, supermodel. Hubba. I saw Kathy Ireland on Conan for about 2 seconds last night.
Yeah.
She's got to shave that brow.
Well, you know, she looks like a pig.
Oh, my.
She's not.
You want Kathy Ireland with you?
No, he doesn't want to tell her this in person.
Can you get Kathy Lee Gifford on with Howard?
Yeah, now Kathy Lee Gifford I'll take.
There you go.
You can line that up. I'll be there.
Now, Howard.
Give me Kathy Lee. We'll make her cry.
Yeah.
We'll keep mentioning the 2 kids and what happened out in, what was it, the 2 kids drowned?
Yeah.
South Carolina.
She started crying on air. She waits, I think she waits to get on air to cry.
You know my favorite thing, Howard? I'm watching that.
Yeah.
I'm watching the lawyer for this woman, the mother.
Right.
And the lawyer comes on and he says, well, we shouldn't prejudge her. We haven't heard her side of the story.
Oh, yeah, there's a good reason for
People are going to go, you know, now that I've heard her side, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I understand clearly.
Lawyers are the best.
Oh,
yeah, you know,
man.
there's 2 sides to every story. You just, you know, those kids could have been a real pain in the ass.
Oh, man.
They could have been really tough kids.
The worst is that she watched.
Hey, did you ever, oh, please, it's horrible. Hey, did you ever interview this Tom Cruise?
There's a guy to get.
He's been on with me a couple of times.
Is he stupid or what?
No, a nice guy.
I saw him on with Oprah. This guy is a blithering idiot.
I didn't see the Oprah.
I got tapes of it. I'm going to play it later. I mean, they asked him a question. The guy's the stupidest guy I ever heard in my whole life is Tom Cruise. He's got a head full of sand.
Don't know.
I've never seen anything like it. A guy.
He's very nice when he's on with me. He seemed like a nice guy.
No, seems like a lovely guy. When you're
He
empty-headed.
wasn't asking if he was nice, if he was smart, Jay. Did he answer the question?
Listen,
I don't know, but I'm not smart, so what do I gauge it against?
Listen, retarded people walk around with a big smile all day. I mean, it doesn't mean they're not nice.
I got up the show for Monday.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I got to run. I got to get guests, so.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, listen, let's say goodbye. Let me talk to my agent.
Oh.
Robin Wright, you see how you got to say that?
No, Jay, you have to start beating up Jay now. Jay, it is wrong to play these guilt trips.
Yeah, it is.
I have told you in a nice way.
Right. It's obnoxious already.
Yeah, it's like going to Macy's not seeing Santa at Christmas. We're coming to New York, but that's all right.
All right.
Goodness.
Oh, boy.
Well, no, when I see those little faces in my audience, you know, when I look out and I see, like tonight, we had a whole bunch of kids in the University of San Diego, and I see those little hands go up, and I say, yes, what is it? And they say, when are you going to New York? And I say, 2 weeks, and they go, when is Howard going to go on? And I have to look them right in the eye and say, Howard's not coming on.
Can you imagine being a late-night host and this is what you get? You know what? The pressure on you must be unbelievable.
I can see their little faces start to swell up as they don't understand.
The pressure on Jay Leno must be unbelievable.
I keep trying to determine where is this pressure coming from.
Because I know it's ratings. I know Jay. And Jay hates doing this kind of stuff. He hates making calls to people and asking them to be on the show.
Why? I don't mind.
No, come on. He hates it. It's ridiculous.
All the time.
No, you don't. You hate when people call you. Robert Wool called you at home. You flipped your lid. I know the whole story. Robert Wool told me the story. He was all upset. He thought he was a friend of yours, which he's not.
No, but you know, that was 2 years ago. That was when other things were happening.
Yeah, but he calls you at home and he starts bugging you. I want to be. They told me I can't be on the show, Jay. That's got to be a mistake. And you know what Jay said? Don't you ever call me at home.
No, never said that. I never talk like that.
Oh, Bob Wool told me.
Never happened.
He says you're a terror.
Never happened. All right. All righty, Howard.
Hey, you know what I heard about you?
What?
This is a real quick one.
What?
I heard that you, in the old days, even before you had the Tonight Show, you used to call up other comedians after you saw them on, like, talk shows and stuff, after they did their act, and you would call up and critique them?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes all comics do that.
No, Jay would call someone up at their house, like Carrot Top or somebody, and go, hey, he'd say Gallagher, whatever the comedian was, and he'd start to critique them. But I mean critique. I don't mean
tearing them apart.
Well, if they did things wrong, who told us the whole story? Do you remember, Gary? Who told us?
Yeah, I was just talking in passing to Bobby Slayton.
Yeah.
And Slayton said that a couple of years ago. He just mentioned in passing that he was on. What's that guy's name? Pat Sajak's show.
Right.
Oh, no, this is a killer. You know what he's talking about? One time, either Slayton or Kelton, I'd seen one of these guys in the club.
Right.
And I said, what have you been up to? And they said, nothing. And then they said, oh, I did something, but it's too stupid. I said, what did you do? He said, it was Bobby Kelton. He said, it was a show called Beach Talk. He said it was a cable access show. We had to stand on the beach in Santa Monica and tell jokes to high school kids. He said it was a disaster. I said, when is it on? He says, I'm not telling you when it's on because it's not even listed. He said, I don't want anybody to see it. So about a week goes by, and I'm sitting at home at like 3:30 in the morning. I'm going around. I get to channel like 78, and I see a bulletin board says, coming up next, Beach Talk. I said, this is unbelievable. I set my recorder. Beach Talk. I call Kelton at like 4:30 and I go, Kelton, listen to this. And he hears himself. He goes, ah! He's got screaming into the phone. I said, I got Beach Talk and you're screwed. I got Beach Talk. So I made sure everybody I knew saw this episode of Beach Talk of Bobby Kelton standing in dress shoes and a suit at the beach.
On the beach like Nixon.
Yeah, and on the beach, telling jokes to college kids, high school kids. And that's where it came from.
No, actually, Slayton just mentioned that he was on the Pat Sajak show, and that you called him like a day or two later and said you thought that he was really good, but a little too edgy, that he was jumping around in his seat, and you told
him how to sit in the chair and everything.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Jay's wild, man, with that phone.
Yeah. That should be taken out of his house.
I'm having the phone removed from your house.
Correctly.
All right, Jay, listen. Let's not say goodbye. Let's just hang up on each other.
All righty, Howard.
All right, Jay, I'm sorry. I mean, come on. Give a guy a break.
Yeah, sure.
Come visit us while you're in New York.
Yeah, Howard, don't tell
why don't you come visit us?
Tell the little faces out there.
Oh, we did.
You know, Howard, I come over, but I don't want to get overexposed.
All right, that I respect.
You know, you want to be too much on the radio. And
yeah, right. I respect that.
You've got your considerations.
Yeah.
All right, I got to go. Letterman's on the other line.
All righty, Howard.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. You know what I should do now today? I should show up on Letterman's show. You see how hard it is? Seriously, now, let's
yes,
cut
if you
away.
want to be a nice guy, he's difficult.
Let's cut through the veneer here.
But, I didn't even want to say this in front of him because I felt so bad. Last night, after I got off the phone with him, I felt so terrible.
I know.
That
and
I called Howard, and Howard started practically smacking me through the phone.
Yeah.
I go, Howard, he has done. Howard goes, I've done a lot of him too.
He doesn't need you.
Well, he laid a whole trip. He laid a whole trip on Gary, and Gary goes, I got to say it. Jay's always been there, and this and that. I said, look, there are times he hasn't been there.
Yeah, call me. I'll remind you.
Yeah, you got a memory like a...
Howard almost punched me through the phone.
I couldn't take it because Gary starts in. He goes, and what was the point Jay made?
Just that that all the guests would fall into line, that this is a favor.
All the guests would fall into line.
That there were forces.
That's the first anybody's ever fell in behind you.
Yeah, I mean, usually that's the reason guests won't come on for the week.
Right.
The big thing that he kept saying over and over again that made me feel really bad was like, hey, I always thought that Howard was his own person, that he does what he wants.
Yeah,
I never thought that anybody could control him. It's just a shame.
Jay is under the impression that I really want to come on.
Yeah, but why wouldn't Baba Booey at that moment say, if Howard is telling you no, that's Howard's decision.
That's the one thing that bothered me last night when Baba Booey... This is when I got a little annoyed. Because Baba Booey's telling me this story, and instead of like him being my Bob Morton, which he always wants to be, he should have said to Jay... this is what I was thinking last night. I swear to God. I said to Allison, I said, instead of saying to Jay... I know Howard for years, and I got to tell you something. He's even spoken to me in private about this. He really doesn't want to do it this time around. Then it would have been over with.
But that's not true.
Baba Booey says... Well, tell her what you said. Tell the truth.
I said my exact words were what I've been instructed to say. It's like my mantra. My mantra is, Jay, I only produce the radio show. I don't get involved in whatever else Howard does.
That's what Gary said.
You guys have told me that 1,000 times.
I know, but come on. You can help me out there.
Howard, if I...
Does he have this written on the wall in front of his phone?
He always does it at the wrong... But he's writing letters to Adelphi about what a jerk I am.
So as a producer of the radio show, if I started talking to Jay Leno, one of the biggest talk show hosts in the country, about what you should do, you would hang me.
No.
It is not my place to say.
Not
right.
should you, but you're on the air every day, Howard. Is it? Well, Jay, it doesn't sound like Howard wants to do it.
All you have to say is, hey, I know Howard. He's a stand-up guy. He just... he can't...
He knew that.
Yeah,
he really knew that.
All right, I don't know. It just...
Jay even said, I know...
Better you said what you said. Who cares? I'd rather him say nothing than...
to make a mistake.
Then make a mistake.
I'm going to start booking you or unbooking you? Never.
No, you did right. Fine. I would have liked a little initiative, but it's okay.
Better nothing than the wrong thing.
It was not the time. It was not the time.
Right.
You're going to show initiative one day.
Listen, never mind all this. Never mind Jay Leno. Never mind the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Here, read the part.
This is more important than even the election.
What's this?
Dear Mr. Stern, now it's from a woman, Puerto Rican, 26 years old. 5'3", 115 pounds.
And you swear to me this is more important than the election.
Yeah, well, when you hear the letter, you're going to realize why. Howard. And she sent pictures of herself. She looks kind of attractive. Kind of looks like my first girlfriend, that girl Robin. How's she look out there?
She's cute.
She is cute?
She's cute.
Yeah. Howard, what would really make my day is to meet you in person and have you see my pretty feet. I know you will love them.
We just elected a governor.
Wait.
And you're interrupting this.
Forget that. That's yesterday's news. I mentioned before that you really make me laugh, but I want you to make me laugh a different way. I would love for you to tie my ankles together and tickle my pretty bare feet. I am very ticklish, and having my feet tickled is a true turn-on for me. My boyfriend would love to see you do this, too. We are both foot fetishists and love erotic tickling.
Now, I better warn you, the boyfriend's a big black guy.
Yeah, well, he is not coming in here.
You don't want to see him do well?
No. No big black guy. Did you frisk him?
No.
Well, you do that.
Metal detector.
This might be the wrongest thing we've ever done. We also make foot tickling videos.
And did they bring any? I've never seen such a thing.
I've seen them.
Yeah?
Yeah. They tie girls up, and they just tickle them, and it's like torture after a while, but they get totally turned on. But you're not allowed to have them while they're tied up in porno movies, or else that's considered rape. So they can only sit there and tickle them, and they wiggle around a lot. It's kind of cool, because...
And you watch these things?
Yeah, I watch them all the time. I'm really a horny guy. I've had the same woman for 20 years. You got to understand.
I don't even want to hear that.
If I was partying, it would be a whole different story.
Horniness is not your problem.
I wouldn't be watching tickle videos.
You're just a very sick man.
I hear you have beautiful feet mentioned by Judith Regan, who helped you with your book, which I also love, too. I'd love to rub your feet while you rub and tickle mine. This would be a total dream come true. Respectfully, and then she gives her name.
I hope it's not a real name.
Respectfully. Well, what I would like to do is take a break, and then I would like to involve myself in a tickling session, and then we'll get back to politics. Agreed?
Pataki's going to be governor for 4 years. Her feet are here now.
Yeah, exactly. She's cute, huh? What's she wearing? Little dress?
Little dress, yeah.
Little dress.
She's thin. She's in pretty good shape.
Gary's coming in with his evaluation.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to hear it.
Over his assessment.
Yeah. Licking his chops. Licking him.
I'm like the bionic man. I can look at a person in a second and evaluate the whole thing.
I hope she'll be tickling my feet as I speak to the new governor.
I bet you any amount of money he'll call right when you're in the middle of it.
Better he waits. I'm a commissioner. All right, listen.
Should we refer to you as Commissioner Stern?
Yes. Oh, absolutely you should.
People were saying, good morning, Commissioner.
Yeah, and I noticed you did it. I chastised you.
I forgot.
I said, hey, Robin, I'm Commissioner.
You're going to stand on ceremony with me?
Yeah, absolutely. Gary, I'm going to do the spots. You get her boyfriend out of the building.
Papa Flunky.
All right, we'll be back with the foot woman right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, don't forget about Jackie's new wild comedy CD or cassette. It's the greatest yet. Only $10 plus free shipping and handling. Holiday special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Great stocking stuffer. Saturday night. This Saturday night, we got to get over, Robin. November 12th. Big show at the world-famous Club Benet in Sayreville, New Jersey. Jackie really commands that stage.
And it's a great place to see a show.
That's right. For dirty jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE. I don't think Jay Leno will be calling Jackie and critiquing him after his big show. Remember, 516-922-WINE is not a pay service. All right. There you go. Stop that. All right. I'm going to talk about the election. There's a lot to talk about. Hang in there. But I've got this woman here who wants to worship my feet.
Wait, because he's got to. She's worshiping your feet, or are you worshiping
I believe it'll be a mutual thing. Oh. We'll be worshiping simultaneously. Oh my! I'm looking forward to it. There are very few things.
Have you ever had your feet worshipped?
No. I would love to have.
Does your wife pay any attention to your feet?
Nothing. I pay attention to her feet.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm having scissors, I hold her foot like I would hold her hand, and I stick it up over her head.
I don't know that.
Can you picture that?
Paying attention to her feet.
And then I stick my fingers between her toes.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's that?
That's all right.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's got nice feet, but I'm not going to worship them. Bring in this woman, Fafa Foley. We'll get that over with quickly because there's so much excitement in the air with me being a new commissioner and everything else.
The commissioner of what? I forget what you're
Commissioner of Transportation.
Is it transportation or traffic?
Well, I'm going to ask that it be transportation. Gary, before I get old...